Good evening, junkies. Welcome to EminiJunkie.com, your guys' trading mentor's free trading video for Friday, October 28th, 2011. Today we had a total of 9 executable trade signals for a max potential of -4 ES ticks. This video is for educational purposes only. Is intended to highlight our high probability trade setups and give you a feel for the quantity of trades taken each trading day using this approach. A full trading plan and daily live trading room can be accessed from our website at EminiJunkie.com. Okay, yesterday was such a strong update. Today we are looking for kind of a sideways price action, a little bit of consolidation after this volatile week we had, and today turned out being that kind of day. We opened up at 1274.50, and we immediately went into a signal short that did produce targets 1 and targets 2 to the downside for 6 ticks. And then you can see we just kind of were going sideways here. We had this push to the upside, and we filled our high probability half gap. And then the market came down, and we didn't get our signal entry until this extension here after the half gap had already filled. Luckily for us, we were able to get our first contract off before ultimately being stopped out. We went into an extension short that did produce targets 1 and targets 2 to the downside for 5 ticks. But you can see this market was basically just trading along this Globex low, and we were making lower highs in the process. So there was kind of like a triangular pattern forming there. We had another move across the moving average. Unfortunately for us, this one was a full stop out. The signal entry came right after the news. The market went all the way back down to those lows, so it ended up being a full stop out. Then the signal entry to the long side came down, hit its entry level right here at 10.11, went on to a small little T2 target. That was only a 1 candle touch. As you know, if you've watched our videos, we do not count that as any type of signal entry. We just count it as a no fill and move on. Don't count it in our trading stats whether it wins or not. Came down through our moving average. We had a signal to get short. Same thing. First contract was off. No follow through to the downside, only to reverse back up for a stop out T1 -2. So if you see this price action, I'll just zoom out here for you. You can see it was just back and forth sideways. That price action is just chopping us, and although kind of expected for today just due to the way that the week shaped up, still we're getting these signal entries, and if you're taking the signals, you're being chopped up right with them. We did have a signal long, and that one did produce targets 1 and targets 2 for 9 ticks as they went back up towards that half gap and then some. And actually in our trading room we were holding for up around that 1282.50 area for an ultimate target. It made it up to 1282.25 right here, so we missed our ultimate target by 1 tick. They ultimately did get there by the end of the day. I think they ended up filling the 415 gap, and that's what we were doing. We were actually front running that a bit, but there were some folks in the room that were able to take it off when we pushed up here. There was actually a high tick reading. They reloaded and ended up taking another little bite. So although we didn't hit our ultimate target to the tick immediately this morning, there was an opportunity to get a little bit of a runner there to make up for some of that price action. That trade is not included in this market commentary as far as any type of tick count. We avoid trading during the red zone here. It's the lunchtime dead zone. There was a little trade set up here that actually hit its target before we came out of the dead zone. The first signal to the downside after we came out of lunch did produce targets 1, ended up getting stopped out on targets 2. We had another signal to the long side. This one ended up being a full stop out. You can see the signal entry was right here before the moving average, only to have the market come down and make a new low. So T0 -14 on that. Went right into a signal short entry that hit targets 1 and targets 2 to the downside. So a very active day, but a very choppy day for us. We ended up with 9 trades and gave a few back today, -4 ES ticks. I want to thank you for watching. For more details on this plan, including all the chart setups, or to join our live trading room and video newsletter, please visit EminiJunkie.com or just simply click the link at the top of the screen. Thanks, and make it a great day.